no bad language, no silliness, all that kind of business. It's mainly about keeping safe, keeping yourself safe, keeping other people safe, not mentioning any names or whether they're living or their location or anything like that, really. But most of all, we're gonna have fun. Woohoo! So if there's anything that you want to discuss in a personal space, please do let us know. Send us a message directly to our Facebook page, Twitter, WhatsApp, and all of those wonderful things that are out there. We've got a wonderful team of youth workers who are here and ready to engage with all of you young people out there, okay? So mae'r sesiwn hwn yn ddwyieithog, so mae'n groeso i chi gyrraedd negeseuon yn Gymraeg neu Saesneg, a na gyfieithu nhw a gyrru nhw allan. The sessions are fully bilingual, so please do send your messages in either Welsh or English, and I'll translate them and send them back out there so that everybody can take part. So before I go any further, let's see who we've got on this evening. Oh my gosh, there's loads of you. Can't keep up. So we've got Alison, Gaz, Abby, Claire, Alison, Gaz, yep, said you guys, Mikey, Jess, Gemma, Matthew, Joanne, Yasmin. Hello, Yasmin. I don't think that I've met you before. Nice to meet you. Welcome aboard. And Tydydd. Hello, everybody. Hello, Pawb. Hello, Morgan. So that's it. Hello and welcome, everybody. It's nice to see you all. So this week is all about Wellbeing Wednesday, and we're going to start the session off with a wonderful telephone call with Tydydd. Guys, I don't know about you, but I am super jealous of Will's new studio. I absolutely love it. I was thinking last night, like, oh my gosh, what can I do to make my studio even better? But no, it's got a fancy screen. How can you beat that? Never mind. I'll have to get a bit creative and do something with my wonderful board here instead. But never mind. So, so we're going to start off our session with a telephone call to Tids. Hello, Sarah. Sarah's online. And see what wonderful Wednesday news that he has for us this week. Okay, so here goes. Tydydd. Tiddler Tydydd, let's see. Here he goes, guys. Is he gonna answer? Oh, Tydydd, hello, Tids.
Hello.
Cysylltiedig, how are you? Da iawn, diolch. Very, very good, Tids. So, Tids, what have you got for us on this wonderful Wednesday? Be sy gennych chi? Hello, Anonymous Elsmore. So you love that name, don't you, Tids?
Yeah, I love
it. So what have you got for us on this wonderful Wednesday? Guys, can you see that? It's a bit blurry. There you go.
Yeah, so I've been looking at some research done recently on families. So it's pretty interesting. So I looked at a timeline of dates regarding families, and the news tended to be quite early on when the lockdown came, that they thought that families were going to be under strain, which, sometimes they are because of arguments and stuff, and people sometimes, being locked down in a small area. But they've done another poll recently, which has actually shown some really, really good stuff that's been happening between families. So families have been sort of forced to spend more time with each other. They've been doing stuff like doing more stuff in the garden, exercising together, looking after their community together, and playing more traditional board games together and stuff like that. So
fantastic.
Out of the poll, about 2,000 parents, I think more than half said that they have a new admiration for the schoolwork that their kids do, the young people do, and also feel as if they've come closer together. Now, I know that's not true in all cases, but I think it's quite good news that parents can actually see the hard work young people do in school.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. And it takes a bit of pressure off the young people as well. I don't know, what do you guys think out there? Do you think that parents don't really understand how things are for you sometimes? Do you think that they're thinking, oh gosh, they just haven't got a clue what it's like for me? Are your parents a bit more understanding now and, more willing to be a bit supportive, or, not be on your back. So we feel sometimes, don't we, when all of this stuff is going on? Let us know. Give us a type in the message box.
Yeah, so another one I think that's actually come up. This is just a general theme I picked up on. The fantastic work that young people are actually doing. So young people have been doing so much things and like raising money and stuff like that. And I think parents as well. It said in the article that parents were surprised the ability and the independence of their kids or young people they were looking after. They said that they've really come to the fore, been creative. We know this because we're youth workers, so we know how good our young people are.
Yeah, definitely.
Parents have got a new sense of admiration for their children and their capabilities because they can do so much.
Yeah, definitely. You guys are so talented, you know, and good. So this is really good for you guys if that's what's happening with you out there. So Gemma is saying they haven't got a clue because they don't understand Welsh. Do you know, Gemma, I had exactly the same problem when I was younger. My parents don't speak Welsh at all. But what I can tell you is when you get your GCSE results, if you haven't already done them, be proud that you've done all of that by yourself and had not one single bit of help. So, yeah, think of it like that. Think of it in a positive way.
Have you played any games at all at home, Cheryl?
Yeah.
I've been playing Connect 4. I've been playing quite a bit.
I love that game. We've been playing a lot of card games. I don't know what about you guys. Have you been playing a lot of card games? We had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, I think, didn't we, about what our favourite card games was. But yeah, it's simple and easy, aren't they, really? You know,
yeah,
cheap enough to buy.
Well, I guess as well, something that I have looked into, we talked a bit before I came on today, was around lockdown restrictions and what that means for certain families and stuff. And a lot of people are worried about the well-being around that, how things are going to change now. Some lockdown, things will be relaxed over in about 3 weeks' time. Because in England, they already have been. Things are sort of starting to inch by inch go back to normal.
Yeah.
And a lot of young people, especially in England, are quite worried about that. My message would be, after doing some research, is it's going to be really phased and slow. And I know a lot of people are worried about their parents and guardians who are key workers working. But I would say that Wales, of course, is different to England because we're going about it in a different way. So there's still going to be time for rules to be relaxed. I would really push on young people who maybe are worried about maybe their parents going back to work to remember to check, especially where the information's coming from, because we're following the Welsh government directions rather than the UK. Wales has said this a couple of times. But in regards to family members, if you're worried about any family members going back to work, well, come and tell us, because we can give advice. We're quite in the know with everything that's going on. So if anyone is worried about family members going back to work in a couple of weeks, please contact us.
Thanks for that, Tids. Thank you so much. So, yeah, is that all of your wonderful news for this wonderful Wednesday, Tids?
That is all.
Fantastic.
News.
Thank you.
Next week I'll have some more facts. There's some great fundraising going on.
Fantastic. That is brilliant. And that'll be all a part of the wellbeing process that we was talking about, and volunteering and helping out, and how much it makes you feel better. So guys, let's wave goodbye to Tids. I don't think that you can see him. Tids, maybe that's your son there. We haven't been able to see you very well tonight.
Sorry.
That's better. Guys, let's say goodbye to Tids. Oil bound, Tids. Bye, Tids. So that is some wonderful news there from Tids. So that news that's going on. So Gemma was saying before that she hasn't got, she feels that her parents haven't got a clue because they don't understand Welsh at all. We're saying hello to Kelly. Hello, Kelly. And Matthew's also feeling the same about the Welsh language. Anonymous has been playing on his Xbox. Oh, fantastic. Have you been connecting there on your Xbox? And Yasmin's going, whoa, oh my God, it's Kelly. Hello. She's super pleased to see you, Kelly. A lot of people are worried about sending their children and young people back to school, worry about the risks and things. Absolutely. You know, and as a parent myself, I'm really worried about it. But you know, for you guys, it must be even worse because you don't know like what's going on, just like we don't. And if we don't understand it, how are you guys meant to understand it? So please, 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 anything, get in contact with us on all of them usual Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, all them kind of things. So Claire's saying it's understandable that everyone is anxious. We've all been sticking to the rules and now we can go to a garden centre. Yes, very random. A garden centre. What do you guys think? We've had the wonderful weather. I don't know about yous, but where I am, it is freezing. I put the heating on today. I put my cardigan on, like, oh, absolutely frozen. Oh, so Matthew's saying he doesn't understand Welsh at all. Don't worry, Pied the Pony. And neither does his parents. Well, that's okay. At least they can help you with your English stuff, Matthew. So that's a bonus. So yeah, so on with tonight's session. So let me know what you guys have been doing this week in your in terms of your well-being. Hello, Ali. So what are schools reopening? This corona is too confusing. Schools are not reopening anything. We are on lockdown this week for another 3 weeks. Wills has explained it all on yesterday's show, Ellie. I don't know if you was on yesterday's show, but if you are a little bit confused, guys, Wills has broken it all down really good. So please have a look at his session there, and then that hopefully will make a little bit more sense to you guys. So Tids is saying, Joe's saying that she can't wait to go to the garden centre. I've started growing onions and carrots. Fantastic. That is amazing. Any of you guys out there that grow your own vegetables, or your parents have got allotments and stuff like that, is fantastic. I love it when you just plant a seed and just watch it grow. You just go to bed and wake up the next morning like, poof, wow, where did that come from? Just amazing, really. I've been deciding my A-levels. Gemma's been saying I've got my columns yesterday. Oh, so very exciting times. Or are you a little bit worried about that, Gemma? If you are struggling, contact one of our youth workers and we'll be able to support you with all of that kind of stuff. Don't be worrying about things like that. We have got a bag of tricks up our sleeves. That's why we're youth workers. We're just amazing. Yeah, and we can help you all with whatever, really. So Roblox is mint, so Anonymous Elsmore says. And then Yasmin saying, don't joke about Roblox. Oh, bless. So Kelly's on. Hello, Kelly. Welcome aboard. So anyway, I'm getting too roped in all of your conversations here, not doing what I should be doing. So let me know what you've been doing in terms of your well-being. If you've been exercising more, because that's one of the new things with the Welsh Government is saying, that in Wales that we can exercise now more than once a day, which is brilliant. Gets us out a bit more, a bit of fresh air. You go for a walk or a run in the morning and cycle in the afternoon. Up to you guys, really. So last Friday we had VE Day. For those of you that are unsure about VE Day, it was celebrating 75 years since victory in Europe following the Second World War. So since then, I've heard a lot about communities and how they've been pulling together, especially since lockdown. So today I wanted to ask you guys how your relationship with your communities have been. Have they grown closer? And what kind of things have you been doing to help out in the community? Or maybe you haven't been helping, but people have been really supportive and helping you. Let me know. Give me a type. Give me a message. I would love to hear what's been going on in your communities, because we're hearing so much from the news. It would just be nice to hear what's been going on a bit closer to home. So today's session, I'm going to follow on from what Will said yesterday. I'm pointing as though like he's there. He's not, guys, he's not there. That would be, yeah, I would be in big trouble if he was in my house. Yeah, lockdown rule says, no. Okay, so Will's put it out there yesterday. What will life look like for young people after, what would life look like after the lockdown for young people? So some of you may have had a thought about it, and some of you may not have. So if you've had time to think about it, please send us all of that in, and let me know what you think that life is going to look like for you guys after lockdown. So Yasmin is saying that her mum is a key worker for the NHS. That is absolutely amazing, Yasmin. And from the bottom of my heart, from all of us really, we can't thank the NHS staff enough. They have done so much and put their lives at risk on the front line. God love them. So well done to your mum. I think she deserves massive hugs. God love her. She deserves to be spoiled. Maybe you could do like really good things, like cook her breakfast, make sure that she's got a nice glass of wine, put her feet up when she comes in, nice bubble bath, something like that. So yeah, I'm getting confused here, guys, now. I'm getting roped in on all of your comments tonight. So what will life look like after the lockdown for young people? Let me know what you think. Do you think that communities will continue? Do you think that you will still be a part of a very close community? Or do you think that people are going to go back to how they used to be? Wow! Anonymous Elsmore, he said he's cut his hair off for the NHS. That's absolutely amazing. Did you video that by any chance? If you have, please send it in. I would love to see it. That is, that is fantastic. But to be fair, that's only a very small thing that you've been able to do compared to the NHS. But I'm not taking away the fact that you've had your haircut. That is massive, especially for a young person. It's all about the style, all about the waxing and how you style the hair and all that different things. Well done to you, to be fair to you. So we was talking about communities and how things might be, or how they have been now, but how do you think that they're going to look after lockdown? Do you think that it'll all go back to how it was, or do you think that it will change? Do you think that you will be a better active citizen within your community, helping out your neighbours and helping to do this, that and the other? But most of all, we've seen so much of that in the news. I want to know how things have been going. Hi Sky, welcome, nice to meet you. I want to know how things have been going for you closer to home with the people that you live with. Have things been okay, or have they been hard work? I'm more than sure that life at home with your family has been hard work sometimes. It may not be hard work all the time, but sometimes, most definitely, we are literally standing on each other's feet all of the time, unless you live in a lovely big house where you've got nice space that you can go to and just like, getting on my nerves, off I trot into my own little safe haven. So let me know how things have been at home. Are your parents, your brother or your sister getting on your nerves, or have they actually been quite good? So you're probably thinking, why is she going on about this again? I'm sure she mentions this every single week. So I want you to think about your values and beliefs in terms of relationships and the people around you that you care about. So for example, your families and the people that you live with at home. Oh, nice to meet you too, Sky. God love you. Thank you for joining us, Bless. Claire is saying that she hopes that people will continue to be thoughtful and kind, but do feel it will go back. I do think so too, Claire, to be honest. I think it'll continue for a short period of time and then it'll drop off, which I personally think will be very sad. What do you guys think? So Gemma has been keeping up with her well-being. She's been playing on the Wii, and her and her dad rage constantly. Okay, so and that happens, that happens with games and different things like that. So what I want you to think about is about your values and beliefs in terms of how you feel about the people that you care about and so forth. So many things happen in our lives as we learn to grow from our family, friends, and communities. We learn what is right and what is wrong in our lives. As we get older, we learn to make our own judgment about our life, what we believe is right, what we believe is wrong. And we've learned all of this from the people that are around us. So what I want you to think about is what is important to you in a relationship. So what do you want from your relationship? What do you want from your relationships at home? Do you want for your dad not to be losing his temper every single time that he loses a game, Gemma? Or do you want to learn to control your rage because you love to win all the time? So let me know. Have you learned anything new about each other? We've been so close with each other. Like, what have you learned? What have you learned about each other? I would assume that you've learned quite a lot about each other. Have you learned any new hobbies or pet hates? Have people learned a lot about you that they didn't know before? You know, like Tid was saying, like parents are now understanding how difficult schoolwork is for their young people and are being a bit more empathetic with their young people. So Kelly's saying that she thinks that people are kinder. Well, that's lovely, and I do think that during this time people are getting kinder. Yeah. But Kelly's saying shop assistant's gone a bit moody. To be fair, God love them, they have had to work through all of this, and we've just been, we're complaining because we're at home, stuck with our families, stuck with the people around us. We've got a life of luxury, really. We should be absolutely laughing our socks off. But no, so I do feel for shopkeepers, bless them. They've got people barging in, buying their 51 million toilet rolls, wading in with their shopping trolleys and all this. Oh, bless Elsmore, he can't wait to go back to school. Yeah, and we have had these conversations. People are getting really fed up now, like really fed up. But you guys are doing so well. To think your 6-week summer holidays, you've had them, they've been and gone. But the only difference is you've not been allowed to go anywhere. You've not been allowed to meet your friends. You've not been allowed to go to the shop, or you're not been allowed to go to the cinema like you would do on your 6-week holidays. You guys should give yourself a blinking big, massive pat on the back for being so damn good. Well done, you. You should be so proud of yourself. Never mind anything else. Don't worry about the schoolwork. Well, says me, the school will be like, Cheryl, what are you doing? Don't worry about the schoolwork. You guys have done amazing. I am so proud of every single one of you. So that's me getting off my soapbox now. So Sarah's saying, young people are working so hard at home. I'm super proud of them. Yeah, they absolutely are. And I understand also that some of you have not had the technology at home to be able to do your work, and you are struggling and fighting a little bit with school to be able to get that piece of technology to do your work, and you so desperately want to do it, but you can't. But don't worry, we are here as youth workers. We are helping you. And if any of you out there are watching this who are not engaged with a youth worker, who would love to have support in terms of anything like that, we can contact the schools on your behalf and support you to get the correct tools that you need to be able to help you to flourish and so forth. Gaz is saying that he thinks that people are being nicer to each other, and there's certainly been a greater sense of community at the moment, so it would be nice to see this continue. Absolutely. Oh, Gemma needs to buy a black uniform instead of a blue one for sixth form. How exciting, Gemma! Are you super excited to be going back to school into sixth form? Ooh, I remember them days. Super excited. You're like the chief of the school. Everybody will, best behaviour where Gemma is. So yeah, tell me about have you learned anything about anybody that you live with, even if it's something gross, like you didn't realise that they pick their nose and roll it into a snot ball and flick it down the side of the sofa, and you've been wondering for all this time, who on earth has been putting them snot balls down the side of the sofa? So let me know what's been going on. Random stuff like that, or even like more serious stuff, like you didn't realise how much work that mum or dad actually did in the house. Oh, guys, I'm freezing a lot tonight. I don't know what's going on. Would you say that your relationships with your parents or your siblings or whoever you live with at home is much better now than it was before the lockdown? If so, that is absolutely amazing. And do you think that it's because you get to know a little bit more about each other, that you understand each other a little bit more? Absolutely, Claire. Young people, they always show respect. I always find that young people are respectful if you respect them. And respect works both ways, and this is sometimes that happens at home. Sometimes adults think, well, I'm the adult and you're the child and you should do as you're told and you're going, oh, no, I'm not. Oh, yes, you are. That was a good bit of acting, wasn't it? So, yeah, if your parents are a bit more understanding now and actually realising not their little babies anymore, that you are growing up, giving you a little bit sense of independency, and so forth, and letting you do the things that you didn't do before, then that's absolutely brilliant because they've learned so much about you. It's good quality time. Oh, Elsmore's asking. Oh, Gemma's saying yes because it's like royalty, but no because I don't like my school. Oh, bless. Gemma, what about changing school? Have you ever thought about that? Or maybe college? I don't know. You can do your A-levels in college now. I'm more than sure that you can. There's lots of them around it. If you need any help with that, though, give us a message and let us know because we can support you with that. Even if we can put you in touch with the right people. Elsmore is asking, will I be redoing year 8? No idea, I'm sorry. No idea. I can try and find out though, but at the moment, I have got no idea. Claire's saying, we've got a washing up fairy, or at least that's what my kids think. Oh, so there you go, Elsmore. Claire has answered it. She is saying no one will have to redo a school year, don't worry. So there you go, that is your answer. So I don't need to be running around and finding that answer. So Elsmore's saying that he doesn't like his school either, but you know what? I think no matter where we go, what we do, we always find fault. Because as humans, we're never satisfied. In fact, we're probably miserable, really. Only joking. We're all wonderful, happy, cheery people. So no idea, Matthew. I'm not too sure about year 11s. Aren't you guys getting your results very shortly? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I thought you guys were still getting your results like normal in August. I can find out for you, Matthew, though, if you want to. Just let me know. Yeah, absolutely. Claire's saying that, if you want to move school, just let us know. We can help you with that. We can help you through the process. We can go to all of the meetings and different things with all that kind of stuff, okay? So Morgan's saying to Matthew that they're not redoing it. And Jess is saying that the results are in August, yes, definitely August. So there you go, guys. That's some of your questions answered. So let me know about your relationships. Have your relationships got much better now than they was before? Have you learned anything new about each other? And if not, whilst you're off, take this time to think about you and who you really are and who the people that you live with, who they really are. What have you learned about them that you didn't know before? Or have you told them something that they didn't realise that they did or was aware of themselves? That would be really good, really interesting to know. And let me know what ways that you've had to overcome challenges within your relationships at home. So how do you deal with stuff like that? How do you cope? Do you sit down and have a conversation? Do you go off to your bedroom in an absolutely stonking mood and wait for your parents to apologise, or you calm down and you apologise? Let me know. I'd be really interested to hear how all of you guys have been coping during this time. Because it's really good tools, and I'm in contact with a lot of young people and a lot of parents. It'll be good to pass that advice and share that knowledge on to support all of you young people out there. And that's what we're here for, all about you guys and helping you guys. So what have we got here? So Claire's saying, yeah, if you want any support, guys, with school and stuff like that, please do get in contact. We can help you with that. Morgan, he's in year 11. He's going to college, so I don't think that they are. Oh, that's correct. Yeah, so they won't be redoing year 11 again. And Gemma's saying that her school isn't either, thank goodness. So no, by the sounds of it, guys, you don't have to repeat your years, which is good for you. I'm eating more during lockdown, says Sarah. Absolutely, don't even talk to me about eating. We've got like no food in the house. Usually my weekly shop lasts a whole week. Do you know what? This week it lasts 3 days. Oh my goodness. Just like I'm like a bottomless pit. What do you guys think? Are you guys the same? Absolutely. Just anything in sight is just going down. There's just no stopping me. And Gemma's saying, hasn't everybody, Sarah? Yeah, we have. I've seen something going around somewhere. This is for adults now, not for you young people. But saying that they don't know if they're going to be going to AA or to Slimming World first. I thought that was quite funny, actually, because I would, some parents might be drinking more, a bit more stress, got the kids at home, they're all fighting and arguing. And, it's a very difficult, challenging times for all of us, bless. So, guys, please let us know. Oh, gosh, we've gone well over our time tonight. Please let us know what you think that life will look like after the lockdown for young people. Please also let us know what have you learned about yourselves and about each other during this time. That's really good for your own personal development. So that if someone said, "Oh, you keep doing this all the time," and you feel that as a negative thing, please don't take it as a negative thing. Think of it as a positive thing, because now that you're aware of it, you can do something about it. And now is the time that when you're away from everybody, that you'll be able to work on yourself, be you, look after yourself, put yourself first. So Claire looks like she's got, I think it's a coping strategy, Sarah. We'll do some group keep fit when we're back to the office. Weekly training with Jim, yes. So for those of you that haven't seen, Jim does outdoor sport in the garden where it is very safe, doing different sports and things. So if you want to have a go, if you do feel like you're lacking a little bit of motivation and different things, get on there, have a look on Facebook, DCC Youth Service. Do you know what, guys? Next week I'm going to put a big poster here at DCC Youth Service, just to fill this blank little bit here. It looks a bit boring now, doesn't it? I'm so jealous of Lles Studios. So anyway, guys, I won't keep you for any longer. Thank you so much. I absolutely love these sessions. Please, can I thank you so much, guys? You've been so interactive tonight in the comments box, and that's what we absolutely love. That's what it's all about. So please do keep up with the comments. Thank you so much. Wills will be back tomorrow. Remember, if you do want anything, you do want support with school or with sixth form or moving school or anything like that, please do let us know. You can contact myself, Wills, you can contact all of the youth workers. If you've got your own individual youth worker who you like to go to all the time, you will find all of their details on the internet, as explained before. Please do not hesitate to contact us. So yeah, we're all there. If you've got any fun videos, Elsmore, if you are still on, I want to see this video of all of your hair chopped off, or send us a picture. That would be fantastic. Or any fun videos, pictures, anything that you've been doing, any of the activities that you might have been trying from online, please send them in. We would love to see them. So we have come to the end of the show now, guys. Diolch yn fawr am cymryd rhan. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks again for your wonderful suggestions, pictures, and videos that you all send in. Thank you so much. So bye to Alison, bye to Gaz, Morgan, Joe, Kelly, Claire. Have a fab evening, guys. She's saying, going for my daily exercise session now on my bike. Take care. Huge thanks, Shez. And no problem, Claire. I absolutely love it. Please be careful on that bike, because I know what you're like. Do be careful, Claire. Anybody else that's going out on their bikes, be careful. Be sensible and be safe. Okay? So have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much, and I shall see you all next week for the Wonderful Wednesday. Take care, guys. Good night. God bless.